In this video, I'm going to show you how to make beautiful broth and reduce kitchen waste at the same time. Welcome to Teach Me Tuesday. My name is Vanessa Wisdom and I am the founder of the French organic company. But I am also a mother of 3 very hungry boys. I love sustainability and I always try to find ideas on how to reduce my kitchen waste. So today I'm going to show you what I do with leftover dinner and also or leftover chicken and leftover vegetable and all of these little kitchen scraps or little things that you actually have in your fridge and you can't really do or you don't know what to do with it. So here we are. I'm going to put the camera just like this so you can actually see me doing what I do. So there we are. I actually made organized things a little bit this morning so you can have a quick look. So what do you need first is a slow cooker. Sorry, you'll have to that's going to be a bit tricky today. So what do you need is a slow cooker. Yes, a slow cooker, because with this you can do actually some amazing things. So my ceramic, because I don't like anything metal and I don't like anything Teflon or anything like that, so I use the ceramic one. The beauty of it is actually you can put it in the oven as well, because it is, and when you have actually cooked once, you can actually take also that and then put it in the middle of the table, so you don't actually need to transfer to another bowl or whatever. So it's beyond. I love the ceramic one. It's a very simple one, but it keeps the food. It doesn't turn off by itself, but it keeps the food warm. So it's one of those smart, what's it called? What's the brand? I actually don't even know. Oh, it's a Bravo one. So there you are. So kitchens. So what do I do? So I'm going to make a broth, and I'm going to show you what I do with my kitchen scraps. So last night we had roast chicken. So this is what's left of the roast chicken, actually. All the bones and the carcasses and everything, it's actually in here in my slow cooker or my ceramic bowl. So whatever there is left on the chicken, I actually pull apart and get all the meat. So the boys this morning, my children this morning and my husband actually went to work and to school with some sandwich made with chicken, from that chicken. And whatever I have left is here, then I actually put in a bowl. And what I'm going to do with this is probably do some savory muffin for lunch, or for the boys' lunch, or maybe a quiche, or I haven't decided yet. But basically, I'm going to use this to make another meal out of it. We're 5 people in here, and my kids are really hungry all the time. So I have to make the most of my chook, basically, and that's what I basically do. So we just go up to 4 meals with 1 chook, and then of course you can always, it's always better to buy organic, because I'm going to use the bone, so it's always also better to buy organic. But you know, no pressure. It's always, you do what you can. It's always the thing. But by doing it that way, if you think about it, if you say maybe organic chook might be a little bit more expensive, but if you get 3 to 4 meals out of your chook, that is pretty good value. So just try to think about that. Okay, so as I said, so I peel all of the meat, and whatever there is left on the bone, I don't bother. It doesn't matter, because it's going to go in the broth anyway. So just take off as much as you possibly can in a little meat, and then put it in your ceramic bowl of your thing. Next thing, what I do. This is celery. This is the must-have for my broth. I can't do without the celery. Oh, it's leaking everywhere. Sorry, I just washed that. What I do as well for more, because I don't want to waste anything in the actual celery, I generally use all the leaf for my broth, and I keep the stem for another meal again, to actually you know, to use it as to eat like normal as a side, like vegetable side. But the leaf I always go to the broth, because I just love the flavor. It actually makes me use the leaf as well, rather than actually put them in the bin. So we use it like this. So most of my leaf I now use, so I'm going to use those what's left of the celery, and then roughly chop it. You don't even have to bother, but I'll do. And then you put it in the There you are. So put it in over the top, quite easy. There you are. Then some carrots, you know, 2, 3, 4, whatever you want to do. I don't peel them, I don't bother, I just wash them very thoroughly. It's organic as well, so just wash them and then just don't peel them. There's no need. You can actually get the beautiful vitamin and everything from the skin as well, and there's no waste once again. So roughly chop as well, just like that. Okay, so very, very sad, as you can see, parsley. Don't take the stem off either. I just don't cut it, I use it, I put it in there too. There we are, because it gives beautiful flower. Some very also sad, what's it called this? Spring onion. So, you know, there were like 3 left in my fridge. Just you put them in your broth as well. That's another piece of carrot I left behind. So, roughly chop as well. You don't even have to, but anyway, chop that. 3 snow peas. Yes, that's what I actually find also very sad. As you can see, I also find as well those in the bottom of my fridge. So same thing, just put them in. Some garlic. I had lost another piece of garlic, but I basically cut the garlic. I don't have any onion. You can put some, of course. Many broth recipe actually call for onion. I don't have any. I'll do without. It doesn't matter. You can put some old turnip. I personally love this. This is called Swede, I think. No, that's a turnip. That's also a turnip. I love the flavor of this. Again, I don't bother peeling it. Just make sure it's, well, it's better if it's organic, but do what you can. And roughly chop. It's in there. Now, that's the thing. Yesterday, oh, I forgot to tell this as well. Leftover broccoli from last night dinner. Can't do anything about it. It's not enough for 5 people. Go in the broth. It's already cooked, but it doesn't really matter, because what I'll do once I actually finish the broth, when we actually, this is cooked after the 12 hours and everything, I'll get all the vegetable out, I'll remove the bone, of course, and I'll make a soup with those vegetables. So it will be a vegetable soup. So the broccoli, even if they're already cooked, they will be in the soup eventually anyway. So just put them in, and yeah. So it will end up in your stomach anyway, because you'll go actually in the soup. Time very, very important. And I'm going to get also a bay leaf from my freezer, because that's where I put it. Just bear with me a tick. I wasn't quite prepared actually, because I forgot. So bay leaf, important as well. And that's pretty much it. So this is your broth, basically, or actually all the vegetables. So the bone and all the vegetable you have actually in your kitchen. It doesn't matter what it is. It's all up to you. It could be, you know, I do put sometimes parsnip, whatever there is. It doesn't matter. So there we are. And also, last night I cooked the broccoli that you saw, steam. And this is the juice of the steamed broccoli. Hi Jody, how are you? So this is the water, the steam water of the broccoli, which I actually don't waste either. I keep it there. I flavor it with a little paste and actually make, well, I'll show you in a minute, but that's why it looks that color. But I don't waste my water, my steamed vegetable water. I use it for my broth. So I'll put that in as well. And I'll put a bit more water. So it takes a bit of a while actually. So add a bit more water for the broth. Now you fill up basically your slow cooker. I'll put a little bit more to make the broth. So that will basically give me about 6 liters of broth once it's all done. All done with kitchen scraps actually. So there we are. Well, not all. Yeah, basically all what I actually take. Oh, and this last things but not least, it's my paste that I actually love, which this got coriander, parsley, garlic, chili, turmeric, and ginger, and then made into a paste that I put in a Thermomix and then actually put in a, you know, and then make it in a paste. And I put that pretty much everywhere to flavor steamed vegetable or broth or anything. Basically, you can use that absolutely everywhere. It's delicious as well. So I just put about a tablespoon in there just to flour a little bit more. And that's pretty much it, really. And then now it's going to cook for about minimum 6 hours, and the longer the better, because it's actually already used. The bone is already been cooked, so it's better to cook them, like really cook them even longer. So up to 12. Generally I do 8 to 10, depends. But today will probably be a 6-hour one. There voila. So you just have to put this, cook it for 6 hours on low, 6 to, as I said, 10 hours on low. And that's it. And when you finish, as I said, when you use obviously the broth, you separate the bone from the vegetable, use the vegetable for a soup, and you got beautiful, you know, another meal, 2 other meal really out of this. Another trick I'm gonna show you as well. Just bear with me a tick. When I do have extra broth, I actually, hold on, I'm going to change, now you actually saw all this, so that's fine. I'm going to change that quickly, and there we are. Hello everyone, much better. Sorry, turning my back. This is silicone basically, as you can see. This is a really good quality silicone from France. I use that for absolutely everything, like obviously muffin and everything, but what I do use them there is for my broth as well. I've got small and big one. So I don't know if you can see here, this is frozen. I actually freeze my broth in this silicone thing, like that, and put them in jar after that. And so when I feel like a cup of broth, I just needed to warm it up in gentle on a stove, and I can have pretty much on hand a chicken broth. Then I wanted to just drink a cup of it, just like this, by just taking it from the freezer to the stove, and then that's it pretty much. Add also my little paste if I feel like I want a bit of chili or a bit of garlic in it, and that's it. So that's how I do it. So I've got different sizes as well, because this is a smaller size if I wanted to add to any cooking than I do. So that's a little bit smaller. So yeah, that's my little trick with my broth. I used to, before, you know, do it liquid in like this, but actually end up breaking the jar. So it didn't actually work, and you know, with the freezer, because I suppose the liquid expand, and then every time you actually used to break my jar. So I'm not doing that anymore. So I did it. I found it that way. It works very well for me. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So does any one of you have any question? Hello, Pauline. I just took you to my kitchen today, so it's nothing to do with beauty. Well, it is actually, because if you eat healthy, most of the time when you eat healthy, this is when you get actually great skin, and then you eat, you know, and then actually you can actually have a good foundation for anything beauty after that. So there we are. That's pretty much it for me today. That's all I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you how I actually reduce the kitchen waste in my house, and how I make the most of my organic chook. As I said, I get 3 to 4 meals out of it, and yeah, so that gives you a good reason now to buy, because we know organic is expensive, but if actually you think how you can make the most of it, and actually how to drag it like this, then it's actually good value. So that's it for me today. Thank you for watching. Nice to see you guys, and join me on Friday 10 o'clock for my Fabulous Friday, where I'll tell you a story, and this time I'll tell you about my minimalist actually makeup kit, which is the capsule collection, what do you need, what the only product that you actually need if you don't want to, you know, you don't need a lot. So that's basically, I'll show you and talk to you about the capsule collection in makeup as well. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you Friday. Have a great week. Bye.